Final practice in Bahrain and a final chance for teams to fine-tune their cars before the first qualifying session of 2022. Defending champion Max Verstappen suffered a big lock-up as he pushed his RB18 to the limit. But once again, the Dutchman was the quickest man on track with a 1:32.544. Red Bull teammate Sergio Perez had some technical difficulties early on.
Brake pedal is in the long, has a bit of trouble, quite a bit of trouble.
Okay, we've got some used material on, should bed in.
But the Mexican put in some solid and speedy laps, finishing the session 2.5 tenths behind his teammate in P3. Charles Leclerc had a huge slide at turn 11, the Monegasque counter-steering over the curbs and slipping into the gravel, but managing to prevent his Ferrari from beaching and getting back out on track with little damage. P2 for Leclerc and P5 for Carlos Sainz in the other F175. The Spaniard causing his compatriot Fernando Alonso some consternation as he exited his garage, blocking the two-time champ's progress.
That was nice.
The Scuderia are looking for their first win since Singapore 2019, and having had cars in the top 3 for every practice session so far this weekend, things are looking positive for the Maranello outfit. Having seemed to struggle in testing and Friday practice, Mercedes forced their way into the upper echelons again. George Russell topping the standings at one point after strapping on the soft tyres and finishing the session P4. Teammate Lewis Hamilton was also quicker than on the previous day, but the 7-time champion was unable to get his W13 into the 1:32s. His best turn only good enough for P6. Yuki Tsunoda had a problem attempting to leave the AlphaTauri garage.
I cannot turn the steering, there's something wrong.
Okay, we are checking the car.
Yeah, something smells like oil.
Pirelli have opted for the 3 hardest compounds for this weekend. The C1 will be the white-ringed variety, the C3 the red-sided soft option. Alex Albon tested out the latter, but found the wear surprising.
The fronts were gone after 4 corners, the fronts were gone.
Günther Steiner will be pleased to see a Haas so high up the leaderboard. Kevin Magnussen with an impressive P7 finish, and Mick Schumacher P14 in the sister car. Lando Norris has had the McLaren bragging rights so far this weekend, the Briton demonstrating some drift, exiting turn 7 on his way to a promising P11 finish in his final practice session. The team opted not to break curfew on Friday night and were still working on Daniel Ricciardo's car as the final session got underway. The Honey Badger's best time only good enough for P15 today. So Verstappen top from Leclerc, Perez, Russell, Sainz, Hamilton and Magnussen. Valtteri Bottas P8 and Zhou Guanyu P9 for Alfa Romeo, with Aston Martin's Lance Stroll rounding out the top 10. P11 for Norris and P12 for Nico Hülkenberg. Pierre Gasly might be a little disappointed with P13. Then came Schumacher, Ricciardo, Alonso and Albon. Esteban Ocon 18th for Alpine, Nicholas Latifi 19th for Williams, and Tsunoda not classified after his hydraulic issues.